What's up, techies? I had a rare opportunity to take a video of a Tesla. In these parts, that is so random and rare to even get that car in this area. I don't even think I've seen one in this local town. So I had to take up the opportunity to capture a video about this car. One thing I'd like to say is that none of the logos, none of the companies that you see as far as banners and stuff like that go are affiliated with this car, so just keep that in mind. But with that said, there was a very knowledgeable representative that did a fantastic job of showing me the car. So I grabbed my Nexus 6P that was on hand in my pocket, ready to go, and that's what I used to shoot this video. So very impromptu, but very awesome experience to be able to see this car. And also just have a representative that showed me everything there is to know about this car. So let's go ahead and take a look at the video now.
So this is a Tesla Model S. This is a 2012 model. Teslas were named for Nikola Tesla, who was a pioneer in the electrical engineering world. He's credited with developing the first AC/DC currents. This design is actually an Elon Musk design. He is a battery specialist above everything else. This is an all-electric car. So when you talk about engines, usually a typical combustible engine is going to have hundreds of moving pieces. This car has 2 induction motors with 1 moving piece. So they have 1 moving rotor and that control these 2 motors, and that's all there is to controlling the car. So the motor is actually located kind of underneath this section in the car. So you get an extra trunk space from it from that. So the coolest thing about the Tesla, in my opinion, is the fact that the key looks like a tiny little race car. It's adorable. But when you lock it, it's got what they call zero profile handles. So the handles actually recess into the vehicle. So when the car is locked, you can't come up to it and hold the handle. Now it also senses when you have the key and automatically unlocks for you. The car senses, and I'll let you hop in the driver's seat if you want to.
Okay.
The car senses that you have this key on you, and it's automatically going to start the car. Now right now we have it in a powered off mode just to conserve our battery because we're here at a career fair. So normally you would just push it into drive and be ready to go. This control panel comes standard on a Tesla. It's got built-in 3G wireless. It syncs with your Outlook calendar. It gives you detailed consumption about how you're running your battery in kilowatt hours. It's got built-in web browsing. You can also turn the back camera on at any time to see what you're doing. And of course it has navigation, syncs with Bluetooth and XM radio. Everything about this car is meant to be low profile, down to the hidden glove compartment. So there's actually a lever, you have to push this button to release the glove compartment. Even the suspension, which it won't actually let us do it because we don't have it in drive and the car's off right now. But while you're driving down the road, you can change the suspension from very high to low to standard. So you can change that as you want. You can work with the settings. Very hard to spin a wheel in this car unless you have it set to sport mode and have the traction control turned off. So that's a pretty neat feature of it. You can also, say you have a 16-year-old son who wants to borrow the car to take it somewhere. You can actually program this car to not go above a certain mile per hour. So if you wanted to limit, say 55 miles per hour is the fastest your son or daughter could drive this, then you could absolutely do this from the vehicle. If you want to, this is a picture of the entire roof of the car. It's all glass. If you want to open the sunroof, it's as easy as pulling this button open. Pulling this button down, and then the sunroof is going to come back and give you an open feel. You can change the ambient lighting in it to dome. We're going to turn it to auto just to save space. Your controls are also where you can pop the trunks. You can lift the charging port. You can also schedule your charging, and this is telling you how many miles you have left on the charge. And when you plug it in, you get this report on charge current. So if you plug it into a regular 110 plug, you're usually only pulling 9 amps or so when you charge it. 220 plug is going to be 50 to 70 amps. If you go to a Tesla supercharging station, you actually pull about 90 amps at a time. That's why you can go from completely dead to a full charge in 45 minutes at a Tesla supercharging station. And if you own a Tesla, you can supercharge at any of their supercharging stations for free. So, and most of them are usually at malls. So you can plug it up, go inside to eat, and then it'll actually send you a message and let you know when your car is fully charged, and then you can head back to it. So that's some pretty neat stuff about the inside. So the big thing that everyone wants to know is horsepower. It has 532 horsepower and can go 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. This is actually the fastest 0 to 60 car on the market.
Wow.
It'll beat a Lamborghini off the line. Now, 20 seconds later, the Lamborghini will fly by it because it tops out at 140 miles per hour. But this is the fastest 0 to 60 car being manufactured right now. They also have an option with the Model S, and this one does not have it, but you can get a Model S to seat 7. So if you have that one, this piece is gone, and you actually have 2 bucket seats here. You can only fit a child or a small person between 35 and 78 pounds back there, or you can fold it down and have your full trunk space. Everything about it is automatic, down to closing the doors. You never crank this car, it just senses the key and then automatically turns itself on. Even this model, P85, you can buy this particular model used starting at around $70,000. They do have a Model S that starts at $55,000. Tesla's also releasing a $35,000 Model 3 this spring. It's not going to be as fast as this one. The specs on it right now are 0 to 60 in 9.8 seconds. So not quite as fast, but it'll still be very sleek looking, a similar design to the Model S. They're also releasing a Model X, which is their SUV version. It'll be a much higher price tag, and the coolest thing I've seen about that is that it has Lamborghini doors. So they actually come up like butterfly wings when you open it. And that's due to come out sometime in the spring too. But that's just about everything I know about them.
That was so cool. I enjoyed every minute of making that video. Very awesome car. Really cool information about the new products coming out this year. It's very tempting to upgrade from my Toyota Prius to the next one coming up that's in the more price-friendly area. Like, that'd be so much fun to be able to drive something like that around here versus that Prius. No offense to Toyota whatsoever, but I'm so glad that I was able to capture this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share this video with your social networks, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, please do so you can see more videos like this. And until then, stay techie.